My name is Sarah Linhares. I am your energy guide, natural mystic, and artist, here today to talk to you about the energy of Pisces. I want to let you know everything you need to know about this energy, this archetype, how to work with this energy, how it affects you personally on your birth chart. And I want to talk about the ending of the Age of Pisces. And I also would like to touch upon the energy of the new moon in Pisces, the end of Pisces season, and the human design and the gene keys of this new moon. Pisces energy, the 12th sign of the zodiac. It is the bridge between earth and heaven. It is the bridge between the conscious and the unconscious, the subconscious and what is known. It really is the mystery. It is the energy of endings. It is the energy of the unknown, the void, and the subconscious realms within each of us and within our collective. Pisces energy is associated with memory and the Akashic field. It is in touch with all realms. It really is the flowing water of eternal existence. It is formless and it is all-knowing. It dissolves boundaries and barriers, and it blends worlds all together. It really is the realm of the spirit, the spiritual, the divinity, the cosmos, the heavens, the creative realms, art, creativity, psychic, emotional, being in touch with feeling everything, having compassion and empathy. It's associated with Christ consciousness. It is associated with healing. It is associating with empathy, feeling deeply into the other. And it is associated with service, being of service. Pisces energy is such a beautiful energy to work with. It wants us to express our feelings. It wants us to create something. It wants us to flow with life. It is the give and take of life. It is the duality of being human and being infinite. Pisces dissolves form. It is formless like water. Therefore, it can also cause confusion, illusion. It's the depth of the ocean. It is what we have not discovered. It is what we fear. Deep within each of us and deep out there in the cosmos, it is the all in one. It is unity, it is duality, it is all things. In fact, Pisces is an energy that can never be truly known. Pisces wants to explore the cosmos, the universe, and bridge those worlds. Pisces can lead to escapism. It can be avoidance. It can be fantasy. It can be creating realities that don't actually exist. It could be losing yourself in mental illness. It could be addiction, addictive behavior. It could be self-sabotaging. It could be sadomasochistic behavior. It could be crucifying itself. It is the sacrificing of oneself for the other. Pisces has a hard time being here on earth. It is always connected to the divine realms. It really is the closest sign to source. When we are in Pisces season each year, as the sun enters Pisces, we are coming to the end of a year of learning, of going through all 12 of the archetypes. So it really is a feeling of things are ending, things need to die, they need to be released, they need to be let go, they need to be surrendered. Pisces energy is surrendering into the unknown. And so in Pisces season, we could feel very tired, exhausted, in need of rest, wanting to go over what we've learned. We are ending thousands of years of the age of Pisces, and we are transforming, we are transitioning into the age of Aquarius. However, we're still not fully out of the age of Pisces. The age of Pisces was an age of suffering, deep human suffering, and the age of illusion, fantasy, and believing in someone's truth. It's an age of not taking responsibility for ourselves. It's the age of giving our power away to someone who knows more than us. And so as we transition out of this age of illusion, fantasy, wanting to be saved by another, we are needing to learn how to become our own authority, so we do not rely too heavily on the other to tell us what is right, to tell us what to do. We need to learn how to be responsible for ourselves, our behavior, our thoughts, our feelings. It's an emotional age, and we are in the transition of leaving behind this reactionary, emotional, volatile, suffering human experience. As we are moving into the age of Aquarius, we do need to integrate our great Pisces lessons. And one of the most beautiful things that Pisces brings is the connection with source energy, the connection with the divine. In fact, each and every one of us is source energy and has a divine connection. And so as Neptune, the ruler of Pisces, has been in Pisces for many, many, many years now, we've had this rebirth in our spiritual awakening. So we are really at a pivotal moment in the awakening of human consciousness and the understanding that we are so much more than just this physical body. And this is part of the Pisces experience. The archetype, the lessons, the learning is to understand that we are not only physical. We are eternal. We are divine. We are made of stars. This new moon in Pisces is when the sun and the moon come together to start a new cycle in Pisces at 20 degrees. We have a lot of energy in Pisces because we have one of the rulers of Pisces, Neptune, at 27 degrees. We have Saturn at 11 degrees, bringing structure and forcing us to commit to our Pisces aspects of life, to mature, to grow up. So we have a very strong Pisces energy at this time, which is really asking us to commit to our high-end Pisces, which is spirituality, which is our creativity, which is our emotional world, which is coming into coherence with our mind, our heart, our spirit, and our body. Bringing all things together to understand that we are so much more than this physical vessel, and we are powerful creators of our reality. If we choose to bring ourselves into coherence with our thoughts, our feelings, and our actions, when they work in tandem, we can create new realities. And so this Pisces energy, of course, has another blessing where we have a sextile, a positive aspect to Uranus in Taurus, and we have Jupiter, the other ruler of Pisces in Taurus, sextiling Saturn, which means we have Pisces and Taurus working together, which is beautiful because Taurus brings that grounding. It brings that desire to make it real. It brings in the physical body. We need to really be careful of our health around Pisces season because it is a time when we can really overdo things. We can get into exhaustion, into burnout. So there could be some really strong, exciting downloads and illuminations as Uranus is really bringing that awakening, that revelation into our physical world, into our physical being, and Jupiter expanding our desire to commit to our Pisces aspect of life. So look at your Taurus and Pisces houses between, let's say, 10 to 30 degrees of, well, the full sign of Pisces. You want to be looking what you have in Taurus and what you have in Pisces, okay? We also have a lot of energy in Aries. We have still the North Node of our collective destiny conjunct with Chiron, the wounded healer. And this is also in a harmonious aspect with revolution, our planet Uranus, like pushing us to have breakthroughs. And we've just had Mercury enter Aries, and Mercury will be in Aries for 2 months because it will go into retrograde. Yep, going back into retrograde, basically in April. So, but the reason I'm talking about Aries energy is because Aries energy is about to be very strong. Of course, we have the spring equinox coming up on March 19th, which is when the sun goes into Aries, and we have the astrological new year. It is the beginning of a 12-month cycle. And this year it will be surely going down with a bang, because right off the bat, we start the new year with our first eclipse. We're heading right into eclipse season. And this year it's going to be an extra potent eclipse season because of the presence of Chiron. We are really working through the conclusion of this series of eclipses we've had in the Aries-Libra axis. Relationship revolution, people. We need to grow up. We need to take responsibility. We need to let go of our toxic relational patterns. We are all being pushed to be courageously independent, with heart, with respect for ourselves and our healing and our progress, and yet we need to be courageously letting go and seeking balance in our relationships. And how can we have healthier relationships? How can we let go of those, those negative cycles, those negative patterns, those not expressing what we need? Boundaries, boundaries, boundaries. Big theme going on right now, all through Pisces season. It's going to be happening all through Aries season. So boundaries is a huge issue to look at. How can you do what you need and respect the other with love always? And another very strong energy we have for the rest of the month is Aquarius, of course. Aquarius, Aquarius, Aquarius. We are really learning how to work with Aquarius energy, and Aquarius energy is not an easy energy to work with because it's electric. It's the future, it's the unknown, and it is a lot of innovation, and it's fast, and it's furious, and it's exciting. But it is challenging to the nervous system and the body. It's really mental energy, so we need to really keep our mind in check. We need to really work on our practices that keep us grounded, right? I'm gonna tell you guys, we have a pretty intense, strong aspect in the sky, which is why perhaps you've been feeling a bit cray-cray / irritated / uncomfortable / awkward. It's not quite flowing. There could be some frustration, some deep emotions going on. We have an exact square, which is a tension producing aspect that forces some kind of growth between Uranus, the planet of revolution in Taurus, and Mars, the planet of war, rebellion, action, passion, drive. So when we have Uranus and Mars, this is not easy energy. And we've got, again, a battle between Aquarius and Taurus. So it's the struggle between the physical world and the mental plane and the future and what we want to hold on to. And we could be really struggling with this energy. So if you're feeling a bit weird, if you're feeling exhausted, if you're feeling irritated, if you're feeling emotional, you are right on time, in line with all this energy. What I want to say also is that really do take care of yourself for this end of Pisces season, because this is your time to rest. This is time to prepare yourself, because soon we'll be deep diving into the shadow realms. We're going into eclipse season. Eclipses are big time portals of change. They force us into new revelations, realizations that demand that we evolve. So let us take very good care of ourselves at this time. While we can tap into our art, you want to be making art, you want to be letting yourself rest, you want to be listening to your body, you want to be listening to your emotions, you want to express your emotions, you want to tap into really committing to your spiritual growth. Excellent time for meditating, for studying energy work, Reiki, yoga, whatever it is, astrology, human design, whatever it is you love to tap into, it is an excellent time to do that. I want to touch upon the human design and the gene keys of this new moon in Pisces, because it is just so beautiful and it's very important. This new moon, so the sun and the moon are coming together in the gate 22. And this gene key gate is one of the most essential keys in the entire 64 gates and gene keys sequence. This is part of the ring of divinity, and this is the gate of grace under pressure. And I want to talk about this specific door in this gate because this is part of the prophecy of the transition that humans are making towards the new evolution of humanity. So 22, the gene key 22, is really coming from the divine into the physical realm and being an expert of bringing that to earth. And then the other very important gene key is the 55, which is coming from the physical towards the divine. That's another story, but I want to focus on 22 because it is so beautiful. It is so poetic. It is so divine. It is so inspiring. And it really is the energy of Christ consciousness. It is knowing that suffering is a universal experience and that through suffering we find our common humanity. Through suffering we understand that we are connected to all that is. And it is really the gate, the key of the Akashic records. It tells us that the universe holds all the memories of everything that has been, everything that has ever been thought, spoken, or felt, which is just, it's honestly such a beautiful gene key. I just want to read you a tiny bit from the gene keys about the ring of divinity. 22 is part of this ring of divinity. Deeply connected to the true meaning of the Christ consciousness, the ring of divinity and its 4 genetic archetypes have the capacity to awaken the highest consciousness inside you and will bring the eventual manifestation of the full divine being into the world. The ring of divinity reveals a great truth. All humans are made equal in this suffering. Doubt makes us human and leads us to a certain graciousness in respect to how we treat others. Because of its connection to the 22nd gene key, this codon ring has much to do with the transformation of human awareness through suffering. The suffering, the pain, is not to make you suffer. It is to make you aware, and when you are aware, great things are possible. The last note, it will bring intense emotional experiences and challenges to your life, but ultimately, this codon is about redemption. So the reason I feel so strongly about this gene key is because this is the universal human theme. This is the age of Pisces. So it is so perfectly explained in this gene key, in this door, in this gate in human design. If you have the 22 in your gene keys or in your human design, you have a key, an access point to this energy. That's another reason why I feel so drawn to this, because this is my South Node. I was born with South Node in Pisces in the gate 22. So I came into this life with this connection to this divinity. So I am part of bringing the divine to the physical world. And let me tell you, it has been one of my biggest challenges to be here on Earth, to be able to really work with this physical reality and to be successful and to understand that it is not only suffering. So I feel so deeply moved by this gene key. I really advise you to listen to Richard Rudd's Gene Key of the Week, Gene Key 22. It is so poetic. It is so beautiful. It will inspire you to know. The thing about this human design gate, the 22nd gate, it is in the solar plexus, so it's emotional. So we could be feeling so much. We could be feeling so many things. Truly, this is Pisces energy. It feels everything, and it feels deep suffering, deep melancholy, but it's meant to be used for creative fuel, for creative purposes, for awareness. So just know, whatever you are processing, feeling, give yourself space and time. All your feelings, all your emotions are valid. I want to wish you a beautiful new moon in Pisces, a beautiful rest of Pisces season, and the start of the new year, spring equinox. We will be moving quickly into a new year, a new cycle, and so do give yourself time to release, purge, allow yourself to feel what you've been through. Create art, and I will be back soon with more about eclipse season. Please join my mailing list. I send a weekly letter with a poetic writing with practical tools, what you can do with the energy. It has to do with the astrology, the human design, the gene keys every week. And I also do private readings. And very soon I will be revealing my mentorship program. So please send me a private message if you're interested in working with me. Please like and subscribe to my channel. Follow me on Instagram, Sarah with an H at the end, Linhares. Support my work, support my music, support my art. I am an artist, a lifelong lover of the arts. I'm a singer, a songwriter, a writer. I wrote a book of poetry, an autobiographical book. Please support your independent artists. We are sensitive. We want to share our deep emotional landscapes to support the collective. So everything that I share is really to show others what is possible. I do private readings. either of your astrology or your human design. If you need some support understanding your human design, I am an excellent cosmic translator, and I am also very experienced with doing astrology readings for people. So please send me a message. I wish you the best. I'll be back soon. Beijinhos from Madeira.